Before we get started today, for you people that have seen my previous videos and know that the box that this tool came in was destroyed, I went out and purchased this at Home Depot for $19 to hold it all together. And it's got small compartments on each side to hold small pieces. One large compartment
up top to hold the big pieces in. Some of the pieces are out, ready to be used right now.
One thing that I had to modify, I took the lid off of the old container and made a little slot compartment here to hold the manual in so it stays securely up top. Along with all those compartments, there is these lower compartments which hold these smaller odds and ends pieces all put together in there. So if you're unsatisfied with your plastic container, you can pick one of these up at the Home Depot for only $19.99. That's what I got mine for. Anyways, let's get started. Today we will be putting together the motor assembly and the headstock. These are the items that you will need. I will give you a couple minutes if you want to do this along with me to get those items together, and make sure to grab the power supply too. We're going to need that. Alright? Go get those. I'll wait. Alright, nice to see you back. Okay, now that we've got everything together, first thing we want to do is test the motor to make sure you got a working motor before we put this all together. On this power supply, it doesn't really say which way is on and which way is off, so odds are it could be on. So you want to make sure you got a good hold on the motor so it doesn't run off on you. And let's just plug it in. Well, it was on, alright. Sounds like a good running motor to me. Alright, got that tested to make sure. So now we want to put the motor and the headstock together with this, I forgot what it's called, simple name, but I forgot. As you'll notice on this piece, there are two sides. The side with the screw and the side with no screw. That side with the screw has a square end here instead of the triangle's end. And we want that square end to be on the side where the belt pulley is. If you had it the other way, see that's a square end fits in there. If you had it the other way, it would just drop right through. And that's not what we want. We want it squared up, settled right in there perfectly. So drop that in there, grab your motor block, slide it in on the other end, and before we tighten that screw down, let's put the belt in place. This is the belt tensioner screw. So you want to back that out so it sticks out a bit to bring that motor, you can see it's off center from the circle up there, and this will change its positions. And put the belt around that pulley and slide it up. That's why you want this loose, so you can slide that motor down a little bit. Flex this belt and get it right over the edge. Get the two even, and look at the belt, make sure it's aligned properly. Give it a few spins by hand, make sure it's straight as can be. and tighten up this screw just until it's a little tight, not real torquing at all. Now this belt tensioner, as you can see, the belt is pretty sloppy because the belt tensioner is way out. Now you do not want to put any torque to tightening this at all. Just barely bring it in. Barely tighten it. Just a wee hair tight. Any torque that you put onto it, you'll hear a cracking sound and you'll be unhappy because it's broken. So gently turn it in until that belt's just a little tight. You can feel it, just a gentle turn. You can feel it tightening up. Now that we've got it in place and it looks pretty much well straight, let's put it on the power and watch it rotate, see if it needs any more adjustment. You can see my belt falling off the tip of the motor assembly a bit. I've loosened up the tension. It's brought it in just a hair, but you can hear the motor. It didn't have as much stress on it as it did here when I tighten it. When I loosen it, the motor runs freer. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, the next thing would be the belt housing cover. That little notch there is for the power cord to come out. Square, round, you know, exactly how it is. So before we put this on, let's set it up. You'll need the small plate, a washer, and a small screw. Put the washer over, washer through the hole. This hole is not as big to drop in that screw to fall through, so you got to turn it in. Make sure you got this block so it'll slide down that channel right. And the big end on the inside, not on the outside. Set it in there. Make sure it's loose so it'll slide in. Like I said, loose. Slide it in, make sure your power cord's in the right spot. Hold it tight, and because this is plastic, you don't want to squish this plastic and crack it. So tight enough to hold into place, but not too tight. It takes quite a bit of torque, so you can turn it, but just be careful. It's the plastic thing you don't want to crack. There you go. Belt cover is covered. Next, we want to put it on power to make sure that belt's not going to scrape on the cover. It rattles a little bit when you hold it, it's quieter. That sounds pretty good. Alright, so now we've got that assembly built. Along with that, we're going to throw in the drill chuck. And that's pretty simple, everybody knows. Just drop that piece in, drop that piece over. Need a 15mm wrench of your own. They didn't give you one. And this is where there is a little metal bar. There's two of them in your kit that goes in there to hold this assembly from turning. Save time, I'm not going to dig through that kit. Try to find it. Should have dug through the kit, would have saved time, I'd say, huh? Got an Allen wrench. Just go through there to hold it. 15 millimeter. Turn that in. You can put a drill bit in there, whatever you're using, put it together. Alright. That's that build. Looking good. Unhappy because it's broken. So gently turn it in until that belt's just a little tight. You can feel it, just a gentle turn. You can feel it tightening up. Now that we've got it in place,